James Thomas, I'm here with Tony, and we are CCA members, and we're going to be talking a couple of movies today. Uh, Tony seemed to enjoy this one, so I'm going to let him get started with Backrooms. Go ahead, Tony.
So, from the twisted and creative mind of Kane Parsons, this is just a creepy and unnerving descent into the unknown. And it's very ambiguous, which is, I think, why it works so well. But it's a film that really keeps you guessing at every turn, every hallway, crawl space. Just very icky feeling as you're trying to figure out where you are. But Chiwetel Ejiofor and Renata Reinsve give two great performances. I think they anchor the film. I don't think the film would work as well as it does without their performances. But it's really just, a fun, scary film that it doesn't explain everything. It stays vague intentionally, and I think that's why it works so well. Now, I'll admit there's a massive following for this. I did not know anything about it going in. I've not watched the YouTube series, but as an overall fan of horror films, I thought it did a great job of preying on your fears of the unknown, and it had a nice mental health component as well.
It definitely had a mental health issue with me because I fell asleep on it several times. This Backrooms, is supposed to be an up and coming American science fiction horror film directed by Kane Parsons. Kane, you could have stayed at home on this one. Backrooms, all it was a shopping mall and a deserted shopping center and a big store like maybe Target or something like that. I was thinking more either Sticks Bear and Fuller, of course we know that's long gone, or Famous Bar, that's long gone. Just like this movie, Backrooms, long gone, guys. Chiwetel Ejiofor, I really feel sorry for you, man. They put you in this. I hope you made some money on this because for me, it was not what I was expecting it to be. I was intrigued at first because all of a sudden, from his basement to back rooms, and everything was kind of cool. Then they gave you that kind of horror feeling. I was cool with that too. Then they stopped. I was like, what's going on here? Then it got weird. You talking about eating cake. Anyway, I'm going to give this 2 out of 5 Mickeys, Tony.
Docker, we disagree here. I'm going to go 4 out of 5. I think it's very inventive. It's two in a row. The new age of horrors here between Obsession and this. I think they're both good hits. It's going to make a lot of money at the box office. It's very different, but it's a unique and rare gem.
Well, we know he's not on meth, guys. It's got to be weed. So let's talk about the next movie coming up. It's called Tuner, a piano tuner with ultra-sensitive hearing discovers his rare talent for cracking safes in this thriller starring Leo Woodall. And I enjoyed having Dustin Hoffman in this. I thought that was kind of fun. He played the perfect part being the uncle who was the older uncle. It was really cool. But you know what? I did like this movie. I thought it was fun. It was a lot more intriguing than Backrooms. It was a much better story than Backrooms. But again, I thought this was really cool. The premise of this guy being a protege for piano and then losing that because of his hearing and becoming a tuner. But you know what? Out of all of this, the best scene to me, those last 5 minutes. I was like, yes, I really enjoyed that. It was fun. All right, go ahead, Tony. Tell us what you thought of Tuner.
And to build off that, I agree. This is a great film. To build off of that, it's because of what happens in the previous hour, 40 minutes. It makes you really attach to these characters. As the world's falling apart, the walls are closing in on him, you really do feel for him. It's just because Will does a great performance here. But the chemistry with Dustin Hoffman is off the charts. It's a great supporting performance from him. But it's just a thrilling heist film with a classical twist. And honestly, even as the story progresses and the character grows, it just continually strikes such a beautiful chord that I really hope the word gets out of this film. We're going to do our part, but this is something that a lot of people are going to enjoy.
I enjoyed the disco scene, the club. That was kind of interesting and kind of fun because I was kind of rooting for him on that one. I was definitely rooting for him. Yeah, there was a lot of good chemistry between Justin and Leo in this. I thought it was really good. Let's not forget Havana Rose Liu. She was pretty good in this too. I liked her in that quite a bit. All right, moving on to the big movie that's coming out this weekend. It's called Pressure. I'm going to talk about this a little bit because he doesn't know anything about World War II. I know a little bit. So we're going to talk a little about World War II. It's a movie about the tense 72 hours before D-Day and General Dwight D. Eisenhower, played by Brendan Fraser, and Captain James Stagg. I thought that was a great performance. Stagg, the actor in that, I thought he was really cool in that. But here we are, it's the impossible choice. Launch the most dangerous seaborne armada or wait another month. And if you wait another month, you lose the war, which means I wouldn't be on TV right now. But anyway, Brendan Fraser was really good in this. I thought it was a really great movie. I really enjoyed the actors in this. It was really good. Andrew Scott was perfect as Stag. Carrie Condon was very good in this too. Brandon Fraser, I kept going back to Encino Man for some reason. I kept thinking of that. Andrew Scott caught me off guard. He's a very good actor. I thought he was very good at it. And in the events, these are based on true events that happened on that day, D-Day. Of course, it was supposed to happen on the 5th, but it happened on the 6th. Thank God it happened. So, Anthony Morris is the director. Tony, what did you think about Pressure? I thought it was very good. The performances were good, and it was based on a true story.
I'm very excited to see it. I know you said I don't know much about World War II, but I love World War II films. So I will be seeing it before this airs, but I'm very excited to see it.
Oh, so you haven't seen it yet?
Nope, not yet.
Okay, I'm gonna give it at least 3.5, maybe 4 out of 5 Mickeys. I think you should go see this. Pressure was well done, and it really gives you what's going on, how far we've come with technology as far as 1944 weather and today's weather, but still they can't predict. Anyway, folks, that's it. Go see the movies. At least Pressure, at least Tuner. Good luck with Backrooms. We'll see you next week.